Hello world, Corinne here with another answer to Ask Corinne. I don't know, I just made that up. Don't mind me. Basically, I'm just answering a bunch of y'all's questions that y'all asked me and that y'all sent my way because I figured, hey, this is the best way to do it, right? Instead of just sending it, because I'm sure other people have the exact same questions. So I figured I'd do it on a vlog kind of a stance. Anyway, so the question comes from Laquita out of Las Vegas. And the question is, with this style of training, I find myself more tired and sore. I am eating close to the plan, but wondering what else is happening. Great question. All right, so I think this may be a bit longer of a answer, but just kind of float with me, okay? Because there's a lot of information that's kind of packed into that question, and I want to make sure I answer it to the best of my ability and most accurate way possible. All right. So your ugly sweat sessions are going to require a lot of energy output because we are mixing both cardio and strength training, and it's called complex training. You can see previous posts on what exactly that is, but to answer your question, Laquita, you're probably low on your micronutrients. Now, with the current trend of counting macronutrients, often micronutrients are overlooked. Now, these nutrients are important, especially with prolonged strenuous exercise performed on a regular basis. So like the ugly sweat sessions, they're based on intense cardio and resistance training. And this may result in increased losses of the body, resulting in the need of an increased dietary intake. Now, micronutrients consist of vitamins and minerals that are needed for energy production. They're also good for immunity, fluid balance, burning fat, and other health benefits. Now, there is an average of about 27 vitamins and minerals that are needed for normal health. But to build muscle and burn fat, the body is heavily dependent on the levels of inflammation, energy expenditure, and recovery. Now, there are 12 main vitamins and minerals that focus on these, and these are going to be like your calcium, your biotin, iron, vitamin C, selenium, omega-3, vitamin D, vitamin B12, copper, magnesium, riboflavin, and zinc. Now, 3 of the most overlooked micronutrients to build muscle and burn fat are vitamin D, omega-3, and calcium. So, Laquita, I would just make sure that you're getting all of your nutrients that you need. And I would encourage you to kind of look at your micronutrient list and see if you're deficient in any of these areas, because these will definitely give you more energy and better recovery, especially after doing ugly sweat sessions. Now, a recent review article that was published in Science News actually highlights the mechanisms behind the potential performance benefits and gives the recent evidence for and against supplementations of vitamin D. Now, noting that vitamin D is essential for regulating genes in the body, calcium metabolism, regulating inflammation, absorption of other nutrients in the body, like protein synthesis, and even muscle growth. Now, with the increasing rise of vitamin D deficiencies, more and more people are actually turning to a pill supplementation, which is cool. And Synergy Nubu has a vitamin D supplement if you're interested. It is also estimated that about 1 billion people worldwide do not receive enough of this vitamin. Very interesting, right? Now, the cause in this increase is improper nutrition, reduced exposure to sunlight. Certain medications can actually block the uptake of vitamin D, and even having a body mass index of over 30. Now, this is important due to fat cells altering the release of vitamin D into circulation. Now, too much vitamin D can actually lead to toxicity and excessive buildup in the body. So, although uncommon, it does occur in those that take supplementations long term in high dose and without monitoring their blood levels. So anything that I say, especially on any of these videos, you always want to check with your medical professional first, just to make sure that you have all the accurate information. I'm only kind of giving you information just kind of on a high level. I say high level, surface level. There we go. On a surface level, just to kind of inform you and to be better prepared. However, you should definitely go see your medical provider for more information on what you need, especially when it comes to vitamin D. Now, the amounts that vitamin D that we have at Synergy Nuwu, definitely not enough to give you overdosage or anything like that. Anyway, so the next one that is overlooked is your omega-3s, and that has many benefits for athletic performance, such as sports recovery, muscle building, and muscle strength. During cardio and resistance training, stress is placed on the body to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. And after the workout, the body goes into recovery mode. And so when we're doing these complex trainings, it's really important to make sure that you have the right amount of omega-3s in your body. If the body does not have a chance to recover fully, there is a higher chance of injuries. Now, omega-3 supplementation increases the muscle protein synthesis and slow down the muscle protein breakdown, okay? Omega-3s can also be found in a plant version, also known as your ALA. Now, I believe alpha linolenic acid, whatever. Y'all go look that up. It's ALA. All right. These consist of your flax seeds, soybean, canola oils, chia seeds, walnuts, just to name a few. Another one is going to be your EPA. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that name, but y'all look it up. It's a long name. And there's, after your EPA, you got your DHA. Once again, I'm not even going to try to butcher either one of these words, but they can be found in fish such as anchovies, mackerel, oysters, salmon, sardines, swordfish, trout. Now, as a bodybuilder or a fitness competitor, the diet typically consists of a lot of cod, salmon, tilapia, shrimp, tuna, and although these are good sources of omega-3s, they only have around like 250 and less milligrams of omega-3, but they are very low in mercury, so that's the benefit compared to the others that are over 1,000 milligrams, but they're high on the mercury scale. The downside in consuming too much fish increases your mercury and heavy metal levels in the body, along with causing high blood sugar. Okay. The last one that I'm going to go over, because this video is running very long, is calcium, and that provides the body with a level of thermogenesis. You know I'm really big on that, and that helps boost metabolism and burn fat. Now, although known to help with stronger bones and teeth, it is vital for muscle contraction and energy metabolism, whatever. Let's see, there has been some research that shows that a lack of calcium can cause hormones to trigger the body to actually store fat. So that's pretty trippy. And therefore, calcium makes for less fat storage and better uptake of your macronutrients in the blood. Now, good sources of calcium are going to be like your cheeses, your almonds, sardines, sesame seeds, yogurt, spinach, cabbage, kale, collards, mustard greens, navy beans, and plant-based milks. Now, other milk, cow's milk, are good in calcium, but I just don't believe in drinking cow's milk anymore. So get you some plant-based milk. Now, the downside of too much calcium, obviously, it causes bone calcification. So, yeah, so just kind of be mindful. You just don't want to overdo it with anything. All right. Now, here's a tip. The best way for calcium to be absorbed is to have a great amount of vitamin D. So those two go together. Now, in doing this complex style training, the Ugly Sweat sessions, the demand for energy intake is high, which means your dietary intake is also going to be high. This demand will require all micronutrients for better absorption of the macronutrients to build muscle and burn fat and to give you energy, so that way you can push through each and every single workout. So I know this was a very long response to a very simple question. Long story short, though, Laquita and everybody else, make sure, did I say your name right? Yes. Laquita and everybody else, just make sure that you're having adequate amounts of micronutrients along with your macronutrients, and you'll be fine. And if you're following the diet plan as prescribed, you will definitely have all of those wrapped up in one. So keep dropping me comments, keep dropping me questions. I'll try to keep them shorter, but I got a lot of knowledge in my brain and I want to get it out to the world. So I want to send each and every single one of you peace, love, and light. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.